I wouldn't say surprised, but if I do something that I am really feeling, I'll be pleasantly surprised and appreciate it. Like, wow, that made me feel good. I like the feel of that. You know, that's unexpected. But I'm not surprised, like, how did I write that? Because, you know, the stuff just comes. I'm not, you know, I'm responsible for it, but then again, I'm not, you know. Oh, completely. I feel like I'm just beginning. I don't feel like I've done anything yet. And if you stop growing, then you're dead, as far as I'm concerned. So I have a lot to learn, a lot to do, and spiritually, that's even deeper. I mean, you know, I've got so far to go. But that's the beauty of life. Keep on moving. I'd say the secret to longevity is just being true to yourself. And as we spoke about earlier, you know, not just doing something to do it. If I'm being authentic and I'm being me, it works. And I think people see the difference when you're being fake or just trying to do something for business or hits, you know. And, you know, when you have a long career, you have your ups and downs. But you just got to keep going. And, you know, the beauty is I can sleep at night because I know that everything I've done has been what I wanted to do creatively. From a personal point of view, and has nothing to do with the award, but when I won the MTV Music Award that year for Best Video, whatever it was, my mother was still alive and she was there. And getting to be there with her and see her reaction and her happiness before she died was a really, you know, beautiful moment for me. My plans for the rest of the year are to tour and to tour and to tour and to tour. It's going to be a lot of that going on, which I'm looking forward to doing because I've got so much new music to play. I'm making a film called Hunger Games. I'm doing a lot of design work with my design company, Kravitz Design. Doing a big tower in Miami that I'm doing all the interiors for. 47 some odd tower, story tower. The presidential suite for the Ritz Hotel in Miami, which Philippe Stark is doing, and I've been hired to do the presidential suite and a lot of different furniture products. And then also doing my photography, which I'm really into, and going to try and put a show together for 2012 in Paris and Los Angeles and New York. It's going to be funky. I've got an incredibly strong band, I think the strongest band I've ever had. And I'm creating an environment which to play in, putting together a stage and a set, and interactive materials, and it's going to be strong and it's going to feel good, and you're going to get some great musicianship. How important is the audience? The audience is everything. I mean, that's why I'm there. I'm there to be with them. I'm there to exchange energy with them. That's what it's all about. Otherwise, I'll stay home. No, concerned sometimes, but not nervous. No. You got to just go for it. Can't take it so seriously. Well, I got into acting at a very young age. I mean, that's what I was doing. That's where I was headed. Um, I did theater in New York and commercials and television shows, but I gave it up to be a musician. I wanted to be a full-time musician. And Lee Daniels found me before he was making Precious. Well, he met me and he said that he'd been wanting to work with me, and he knew about my background in theater, and he knew my mother's work in the theater, which I was impressed about. But it's good to have it back in my life, and it's great to have another medium, you know, to you know, use to be able to express yourself, and I'm going to start doing more. What's interesting about acting, before we get to the success of it, is that it's the complete opposite from what I do, meaning that when I'm in the studio making music, it's all about me. It's my vision, it's my song, it's my arrangement, I'm playing it, you know. It's pretty self-indulgent, yeah? When I'm acting, I respect it as a director's medium, and I'm there to bring out his vision or her vision. So I like being on that end of, what do you want? You know, what are you looking for? And I think it balances out the music really well, so that I get to serve in a creative process, as opposed to run it. In a successful film, great, especially that one. I mean, the story was so amazing, and how it was put together was just so underground, and just, I mean, they just made this thing happen. Lee Daniels will do whatever it takes to make a movie, and there was great acting in that movie. You know, it was really interesting to see the reaction, not only in America but in Europe too. Like when we went to the Cannes Film Festival, when we were in Cannes, and you know, after the film ended at the screening, literally it was a 15-minute standing ovation. It was, and people were crying, and I mean, really touched. That was pretty overwhelming for me. Yeah. I received a phone call from Gary Ross, the director of Hunger Games. I was in the studio in the Bahamas working on the album, and he said that he had seen Precious and that he liked how I played the role, thought it was very understated, and there were similar qualities in this character, Cinna, that I'm playing. And he basically just offered me the role. He said, if you want to do this film, you have the offer, so let me know. And I thought about it, and I let him know, and I said, yeah.